So let's see the quick demo of a new feature in C# 13, right? So there's a couple of new features available in C# 13. There is one of them is params collections, and then second one is new lock systems, and third one is implicit index accessing in the object initialization, and the last one actually we have to show you like new escape sequence. So these are new features. There's a couple of more, but this is a main important one, so that I would like to show. And also I will just compare like whatever that previous C# 12 and 13, like how actually worked previously and now what is that advantage of new one. So let's moving to implementation. So before that is implementation, I especially recommend, if you first time visit my channel, so go to my channel. This is the .NET real world example, and you can learn on many things over here, like backend, front end, as a full stack developer. If you want to build a game, so you can build a game also as a game developer. And also if you want to integrate application directly from AI, so many of things actually as a full stack developer. So if you want to learn, so you can go to my channel and you can learn it. Now moving to that implementation, so open up Visual Studio and just create a new project over here and choose a console app. As I show you the demo, I'll show you the console app. So create a new and just make it up console app with or so on, just next. And for 13 feature, if you want to 13 feature, so definitely you have to use that .NET 9. Okay, and in this .NET 9 you can select it, and also I'll just create a .NET 8 which have support to C# 12 features. So let me just create that. So here this application got created. It's just simple, this nothing, just run this application and see is that sample template is working fine or not. So yeah, now see hello world is printed, means that only has that one line of printed section over here, so that printed. So first I'll show you that print params collection which is introduced on C#. Okay, C# 13. So yeah, let me add that one, like it is a param collections, right? And before now writing that 13 features, first I'll show you like how that previously work, right? Like previous in C# 13 has actually support this param features, and then what are the new things actually we have to build. So I'm just simply create a new method which is the sprint number, and this is a param method, param argument, and here that now I passing the type of integer array and numbers. Simply it will be a print that array, right? And if I want to just call this method, simply I can just use this method and pass it to whatever that parameter is that. So if you run this, see it is just simply print your whatever that params you are just pass it, right? So that is fine. But what I'll do, simply I'll just create a list of the array list over here. So just simply create a number of list over there, and then what I can do, in this number list I want to print it, right, in this param. So for that what I can do, if I just call this guy over there, and if I just pass it over there, see, just pass the number list, I'm not able to do that, right? Because it is expecting that integer array, and this is also integer array, but it is a list, right? And in this list it is not accepting as a parameter. So that is the problem actually previously C# 12. So previously if you want to print this thing, so we have that mechanism and the workaround you can say. So we can just expect explicit conversion, actually we can do that. So we can simply do this to array, and if I just to array, then we can come explicit conversion, and then we can simply print it, right? So yeah, I think I missed that, so let me just fix that. Yeah, run this. So yeah, now see it is just printing fine 678 whatever that array over there. So I just print it. So this is how actually working params in previously. So what is that new introduce over here? So for the new introduce, so let me just simply comment it this. This is a C# 12 feature, so comment those section, and let me start with new features. So for new features, again what I'll do, I'll just create another method, so like that, and see same method, but what I'll do, I just make it a generic, and this is a new feature actually available. Params have that supports the collection of enumerable, not enumerable, actually generic type, right? And in this case, whatever that parameters you are passing, we don't need to explicit conversion, and then we can simply print it over here. So this is the new feature. So how we can just use that? Simply I can just again similar, I just simply print that some list, right? So this is my list which I want to print it. If I just run this application, simply it will just print it, right? Yes, here that, see, it just printed apple, banana and orange, right? As like as a uh, whatever string we are passing, right? And again, if I want to as a simple, like without suppose this is a list of string, right? And this is a collections and number of generic type, so that definitely it will support it, right? But if I want to separately, like if I just pass it just simple string, right? So if you just pass a simple string, that also will be supported over there, right? So as like, see, I'm not create any list and all, but I'm just passing as a parameter params, like n number of params I can just pass it. And so once you pass it, now if I run this application, see, it's got printed without any issues. So these are actually the new features in the param collections, so in introduce C# 13. Okay, so now moving to the next one, which is lock system. Okay, so for locking system, so let me add this over here, this locking system, so that you can aware that. So here simply use that and just passing to that feature. Okay, so next we'll implement this new lock type of that semantics over here in C# 13. So how actually working the C# 12? So for that, actually I just want to create a new class over here. So let me create a new class, and in this class make it name something resource. Okay, and this is my resource over here. And in previously in C# 12, actually if I want to object handling as a lock system, so I need to create an object like this abbreviatory object, right? So this abbreviatory object actually will handle locking your method, right? And suppose for example, just let me just create a one method over here inside this method, and this method is a legacy method, and just simply lock the system, so that until this object is locked, so nobody can inside this one, right? So that previously in a C# 12 we are using. So what has that new mechanism for C# 13? So simply I can just comment those section over there, and for new system for 13, what I can do, I can simply just create a lock system. Okay, let me just create it over here so that you can have those system. Okay, now see, this is just provide C# 13 this lock object, right? So in this lock object, actually it will handle, and see, it is just system thread locked, right? So this is exposed in C# 13, and for that simply I'll just create that method, another method, and in here I can use this log model, and in this log model I have to use that enter scope. Okay, so it will ensure like whatever that object is locked until is release that object, so we have not entered this section, right? So like this way actually C# 13 actually allow to locking system. And now let me call this object like this class to in my main method. So go to that program method, and in this program method I can simply call it over here, create a instance over there, and in this instance what I'll do, I'll just create the forest loop, so that I can run a few times to call that one, right? And yeah, I think I can just remove that. Yeah, so now I just removing that old legacy point of view, like which using C# 12, but yeah, using simply resource whatever that class, and just simply you can just start, right? So inside this thread I'm just just passing the thread 5 times. I just create a 5 thread, so that I can ensure if it is locked, so nobody can going to inside that. Okay, and simply I can run it, and now see, it's just running one by one and the object is printed over here. So like this way actually you can use a locking system on C# 13. Okay, now moving to next one. So for that, let me comment it this section, or just leave it that, and create a new console output. And here we have to another feature in C# 13 which is called implicit index access in object initializer. Okay, so how actually this is working? So for that, actually previously how C# 12 is supported, so let me just create one of that object which is counter object. So let me just create a one class over here, add a new class, new item, or just create a class over here and just create a countdown timer class. Okay, and in this counter timer class, what I'll do, I can just simply create a buffer, integer array buffer, and specify 10, right, like 10 length of this integer array. Okay, and now go back here, and if you want to assign those value in C# 12 in previously, so definitely I have to just use the timer, right, whatever the timer, and the timer use this buffer, and just pass it to legacy time buffer, right, whatever that length -1, and then we can assign that value over there, right? So like this way actually we can assign. Okay, I just forget to initialize our class. So yeah, this is the timer legacy class. So in this timer legacy class, just use that buffer array, and we can just whatever array length, just -1, and then we can assign that value. Like this way we can assign all that value, right? So this is that lengthy process, right? So whatever the array, if I want to assign that value, this is that explicitly actually calculation that index, and then we have to just assign that value. So this is that headache, right? So what we have that new mechanism. So let me just simply comment that. Okay, and now the new mechanism of that, so simply I can just say this is new mechanism, and in here what I'll do, I can just simply create that object again as like this timer legacy, right? So in this timer legacy I can just start over there. See, it is also providing the intelligence. So this is the way actually we can just use that. But yeah, I think I had to mention that whatever that buffer, right? So let me use that buffer, then this, and then we have to define that array. So yeah, cut from that and then end it over here. Okay, cool. And in here actually we don't need to that. So this also we can just remove that over here, because we already defined our class. And then see how actually the differences also you can see over here. This is how we have to calculation everything, and then we have to assign. But here it's simply we can use that 1 2 3 index, and based on this actually we can simply set that values, right? So as like actually we have to set another value also. So let me just add other one also. So like this way 2 3 4 5, and just comma it over here. Yeah, cool. And just let me format it properly. Yeah, so this is the way. And if I want to print those value, so I can just simply console output over here like this way. And if you want, see, this is the way actually. So if you want, so which index you want to just print it, right? So you can just simply use this this special character and then use that particular index, right? And if you C# 12, so definitely again you have to just calculation on this length and all, and then you have to define that, right? But not over here in C# 13. So I can just run this, and if you see that object of shisha 1 is 0, that is correct, right? So like this way actually you can use it, this function, this new features in C# 13. And yeah, now moving to another one, which is something new escape sequence, right? So there's another features which introduced in C# 13, which is this. Okay, so yeah, I can use, if you see, if I just use escape that, so it should not be show it over here, right? So that is a problem. So what I can do, I can just use the backspace, not this one. Yeah, see, and if I run this, yeah, now cool. Now I'm able to see that escape part over here, this escape part, right? So that's cool. And in here in C# 12, actually, if you want to, escape, you want to show that escape, so definitely you have to use some special character, right? So for example, like that you have to understand a little bit over here, C# 12. So this is C# 12, right? And in here, actually, see, if I using any escape, and also definitely you have to use that special character for that escape the character, right? And then if I want to use, so for example, this is that, right? And in here you have to special character, and then you can just simply print it over here, that is special character, right? But in C# 13, what we have, I can then simply use that \e, right? So let me just commented this, and for C# 13, actually, yeah, for C# 13, how we can use it? Simply I can use a character over there like this way, like backspace, \e, right? And in here I can just use or print out this one over there. And yeah, in this case, see, backspace, I can just simply use this e, but yeah, it's directly actually escape this one, right? So yeah, I can directly pass it and without any conversion of a special uh, code, right? So we can just simply print it over here. And also just run this one, right? So let me run this. So on here, now see, just we have to just print it, but there's a nothing, right? Just escape actually. So it's very simple actually. We can use that escape without using anything. And in this escape, actually we have to use another one, right? As like we just escape, right? So if I want to a red color and the any text actually, so C# 12, how we can do that? So for C# 12, we have to actually required, for example, I can show it over here because this is C# 12 section. So we have to use this one, right? So in this here, actually this is that red color text, right? So you want to use this ASCII code to using the red color in C# 12. So but in C# 13, what we have used that escape, right? And this escape, we have that code actually. So we can use that code over here like this way, see, escape, and then use this 31m, right? And then simply it is a red class with this escape, and then this, right? So if I run, let me show you. If I run, now you are able to see this red color text, right? So how easy actually we can conversion or in C# 13. So that actually that features are all. So yeah, these are that features available in C# 13, right? So you can use it in your project. So yeah, that's all for this session. Thank you, have a nice day, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.